In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to change the spark plugs, the coils, and the PCV valve in a Nissan 4.0 liter V6. This happens to be a 2008, but it should be the same from about 2005 to 2015. Now we're going to be removing the intake manifold. It sounds like a big job, but it's really not. This job is pretty simple. If you've never done it before, give yourself about maybe 2 hours tops, and you'll have your vehicle back on the road. Alright, so we need to remove the engine covers and this air snorkel. So we have 2 screws right here. There's 2 back behind here we need to get to. And then we'll just loosen up these 2 hose clamps and pull all of this off. It's pretty helpful if you have one of these electric ratchets. It makes this job go a lot quicker. And pull that out of the way. Got a hose right here on the side of the throttle body. Loosen up that clamp, pull it up, slide the hose off. Now we have 4 screws holding on the throttle body. Don't disconnect anything else. We're just going to unbolt it and lay it on its side. Now with the throttle body unbolted, you just kind of leave it hanging right there. To unplug this vacuum switch, just press down on the black tab, pull towards the front of the vehicle, and just let that kind of reside right there. Now we can remove this 12mm bolt right here and leave all this connected. Millimeter socket. Bolts back here that's holding this harness bracket on. Right here is the bracket, and the bolt is right behind it. There's one there and one right there. So we're just going to squeeze these in, push this back, and take this bolt out, and then I'm going to zip tie it back here towards the firewall so it's out of our way. Just kind of squeeze in. This is like a zip tie flare fastener. That one there. This one right here, just squeeze it in. Now that's loose of the bracket. Now we can remove the bracket. Millimeter socket, first one's right here. Second one is right there where my finger is. It is important that you keep this bracket and the wiring as back to the firewall as far as possible to give you room to remove the intake. That's what it looks like. 2 zip ties, hold it back there up and out of your way. Right here on the passenger side, back towards the firewall, we have another hose. Pinch the clamp, slide it back, slide the hose off the intake. The throttle body, you have 2 bolts, one right here, one right here. There's a bracket right. All right, so now we can start taking the bolts out of the intake. We have 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is right back there. We can lift up the intake. We're going to rotate it a little bit, and then we got to take off the brake booster hose. Now that you have the intake off, rotate it a little bit. You'll see the brake booster hose right here. Squeeze in the clamp, slide it back. Pull off that hose. Brake booster hose disconnected, your intake will come right out. Now with that intake off, it's a lot easier to change your spark plugs and coils on the passenger side. And you can also get back to that PCV valve there on the back. Turn this off, you'll see a little gray tab right here. You're just going to push that down and pull straight off. So once you got the harness off, it's 10mm socket again. Go ahead and take the coil bolt out. And then you're going to twist and pull straight up. This is a 16 millimeter spark plug socket. It's got a swivel on it and a magnet. So we'll just drop that down in the cylinder. And we'll pull the spark plug right out. And here are the spark plugs that I'm using. Just double check your year, make, and model and make sure you have the right ones. I always use NGK spark plugs. That's what comes stock in these vehicles anyway. If you buy them from your Nissan dealer, they will have a Nissan box, but they will be NGK plugs. I have one of these spark plug sockets. It actually just like sucks the spark plug right in there so that when you go down into the cylinder, the spark plug does not fall out. Now you just want to slowly and carefully insert the spark plug, and you always want to start these by hand. I don't ever use the electric ratchet to tighten these up. We're going to use a torque wrench for that. Tighten the spark plugs to 18 foot-pounds. Or once you get them pretty snug, it's about a half a turn. The coils I'm installing, they're NGK U5112. If you don't use NGK, then use Hitachi. Only use those two coils. I wouldn't use any other coils on these engines. They're a little bit picky on the coils. So only NGK or Hitachi coils on these. Insert your coil. I put a little bit of dielectric grease on the end of the boot. Push the coil into place. Reconnect the wire harness. Make sure you hear a little snap. And you just want to give them a little bit of a tug to make sure that they're snapped on and in place. And then for the 10 millimeter bolt, all you want to do is go about a quarter turn past snug. You don't want to tighten these up too tight. And now just go ahead and do the other 5 the exact same way. All right, so now that you have all new spark plugs, all new coils in, we're going to go ahead and replace that PCV valve. And if you look at this coil right here, just go up to the valve cover, straight back. It's got this hose coming out of it. You need to close up this clamp, slide it back, slide the hose off. And go ahead and remove your PCV valve. This is the new PCV valve number and new PCV valve. Take your time and be careful threading this in. You don't want to cross thread it. It should thread in very easily. That hose. And you just want to slide that hose clamp back on. Now at this point we have all new spark plugs, all new coils, we got our new PCV valve in. We can go ahead and start the reassembly. First thing you're going to do when you lay your intake on here is reattach the booster hose, which is right here. We recommend you replace your intake gaskets and your throttle body gaskets. They simply peel off, put the new ones back on, and we'll go ahead and put this intake back in place. All right, so now you can just kind of lay your intake up here and install that brake booster hose, slide the clamp on, and then we're just going to lift up and bring the intake straight down. Intake is on, it's laying flat. You got 2 stud locations coming up through. We can go ahead and put on the rest of the bolts and the nuts to hold the intake down. All you want to do right now is just snug up the nuts and bolts. The 2 nuts and the bolts are all snug on the intake. We're going to tighten them to 11 foot-pounds. I start in the middle, work my way forward, then come back to the middle and work my way to the back. All right, now you can come over to the passenger side, plug this hose back in. Kind of goes up underneath that clip right there. And we just need to slide that clamp forward. Plug this harness back in. Reinstall the vacuum canister. We can reinstall the 2 screws right here by the throttle body. A new throttle body gasket, and then all we got to do is lift the throttle body up and thread the 4 bolts in. And cut these zip ties, and that's going to be a big help. The farther back you can get this harness and this bracket, the easier you can get the intake on and off. We can tighten up these 2 10 millimeters holding this bracket on. And now these 2 zip tie push fasteners, push those right back into that bracket. All the air tube. Now you got the 2 screws right here and right here. Top cover, kind of line up the holes. You just want to start the screws a little bit and then push down right here and right here. Install this hose and slide the clamp into place. And last, we can install this hose. Make sure it fits down in this groove. And now this job is complete. This vehicle is ready to get back on the road. Now congratulate yourself on doing it all on your own. You probably spent about 2 hours. You saved yourself a lot of time and money by not taking it to a dealership, and your car should be running a little smoother. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.